Oh, Nicki Minaj. Oh. All right, now I'm gonna chill out. But may I say that Nicki Minaj look fucking gorgeous. I don't know if she's Cleopatra on this album cover or not, but damn, wow. That was nice. But of course, you all know Nicki, the Queens MC. I think she's from Queens, but she's from New York. She was originally from Trinidad or Tobago. She's an islander, and she, of course, is a beast. She could undoubtedly call herself the queen of hip hop, if you would know. And I knew she would probably name it something similar to Queen and drop the whole Roman series, and also, God damn it, the whole Pink Friday series also, and just mainly focus on herself, which is good. Now, let's get into the whole review. Now, I knew this album was going to be flames when you actually start out with literal fucking flames with like Ganja Burn, which is a nice tropical feel to it. I kind of thought it was jumping on the whole Drake wave of the tropical music that he was doing on his project More Life, and also a little bit of Views, but I got over it. It was just a banger. Especially when she says the line like, I'm the one with the key while you hoes are just turn. I just screwed that all up. I'm the one with the key while you hoes get no turn, as in a reference to her fucking car. It was amazing. Now, Nicki Minaj joins up with her husband to be Eminem, which of course he says that on the track, that he was the hubby and she's the queen, which is pretty nice. This track kind of sounded like a leftover from Pink's Beautiful Trauma, but much better and with much more energy and oomph to it. With a person who actually has a personality like Nicki to really carry the project. I think that Eminem rubbed a little bit too much off on Nicki, because Nicki says that she'll make a sissy turn, or you turn like a sissy, you switch like a sissy, which could be a reference to Switch Switch, which she does a number of references to that track. But still, Nicki, I think you're like a gay icon or whatever. So I don't know if that's gonna stir some controversy. But I know this next track will, which is Barbie's Dreams, which is pretty nice track. She talks about, and she makes some disses and also some referencing to male artists. She does a reference, she starts out with a reference of Ray Shrimmer, which Swae Lee is on this album, by the way. He's on the track Swae. But he starts out with Ray Shrimmer referencing, which is Nose Type. Then she moves on to referencing that Meek Mills is still in her DM, praying that he could get that pussy. Top it off, she gave top to Young Thug, only to find out that Young Thug was putting on one of her dresses, which is a little odd. Then she referenced how she told Uzi to go to hell, and he took that literally, referencing how Uzi and Juice in this new generation have this infatuation with the devil for some apparent reason. And also she referenced how she's not fucking with DJ Khaled because he's not going to blow her or give blow. DJ Khaled doesn't do oral on chicks. She does a reference to young MA getting the strap on and, trying to nail her. Also, she does this bit about Eminem, the hubby, and how he upgraded to a mansion because she didn't want to fuck in a trailer park. Love the beat switch near the end. It was nice. Now you have the next track where you have a reference to Switch Swish Swish, which is the Katy Perry song. And also I like Rich Sex, where she referenced how there's no such thing as broke and handsome, and how you need to get that fucking money, that cash, which is nice. Lil Wayne had this killer line where he said that she has a friend in the other room. He needs a witness, as in he want to get a three-way with her friend. Now, hard right, which could be seen as a hard right, because that's what Nicki gives, like a person like Cardi B. She referenced how she runs the poll. She referenced how she never needed to strip to get on the pole, how she runs the field and you bitches just cheer. And she has this killer reference to MJ and how he'll never land and MJ is up in a tree. Like, I thought that was very funny. Plus, bubbles, monkeys, they climb on trees. That was a pretty nice one. Now, I give so much praise to this album, but then you get the trinity of boredom and mediocrity, which is Bed. Oh man, it was just such a boring, non energetic song, man. I Know You and Run and Hide with the whole repetitive repeating of words just really did nothing for me. But the Swae track, even though it's 6 minutes, Nicki fills it up with punch. And Swae Lee proves once again that he's wasting his talents and all his lyrical skills on features. From this and the Wiz Khalifa thing, I'm like, Swae Lee, how come you just give all your talent throughout features? Shit, man. Nicki does a reference to curving a nigga like an arm in a sling, and she also referenced that she does this whole bloods. There's a lot of bloods here in the cut, which I thought was pretty nice. Chun Li has a nice ode to 2 Chainz and also a nice ode to Prince. May he rest in peace, you know. And that chest line where she's banging on her chest, that was excellent, man. LLC gives us a mini biographical reading of her life as she says she was Trill on Monster, which she was, and also she had Eminem on Pink Friday, which she definitely did. Good Form had some of the wittiest lines on the album where she says she get pressed like a keypad and when you blow her, you're going to need some need pads. I thought that was pretty nice. NipTuck had this killer line where she says, "You're the type of player I press reject." I thought that was pretty nice. But she has a questionable line about flipping a nigga. I don't know if she means the same way as, you're going to flip somebody, you're going to make somebody straight, or you're going to lick their ass. I don't know. Now, Too Late and Too Lit is similar to the last track on this album too, in that they're both short, like under a minute, but they give energy to the album. It was pretty nice. Come See is pretty nice. And the way she does that repetitive, like come, it reminds me of Boy George, come a chameleon, you know. And it's one of the few actual ballads on this album, like R&B ballads. Sir has what we can perceivably see as a diss towards Ye, as in she says that you're the new slave and I'm the master, which, whoa. And she has this killer referencing to Will Smith, as in she says, I stay in Fresh Prince, like Ashley, one of my favorite characters on the show. Also, Nicki has this line where she referenced riding him like a sleigh. Now that's the Prancer, which was nice. Now, just like Mr. Big Willie, she has a song called Miami, and her song is very nice. She directly referenced Biggie Dreams, which of course Barbie Dreams samples from heavily. And I love the referencing to light on you like a Christmas tree. Nice. And keeping it 100 like some jelly beans, just all inspiring. So what more can I say about this album that have not been said? It overall is a great album, and I never thought that Nicki would pull it off like this. I'm going to give this album like a 7, because I didn't like the middle of it and the bulk of it, but still a very great album. I'm so proud of you, Nicki. I hope you outsell everybody out the waters.